Okay, welcome back to the channel. I'm in Poland and I'm on my way now to shoot this sunset. Now I saw this the other night and it was absolutely incredible, but unfortunately I didn't have the camera with me. So I've got the camera and I'm going to go and try and find it again. But the issue we've got is that thunderstorms are forecast. I'm about 30 kilometers inside the Polish border near a village called Parowa, and looking at it, we're in the middle of the forest, so I'm out in the wide open now, which is not really where you want to be if there's going to be thunder and lightning. But this sunset was too good, so I'm going to take a little chance and just see if I can capture this field with these beautiful like rolled up hay bales. So we'll see how it plays. So I've walked probably now about 15 minutes from my mother-in-law's, and I came across this field, and it was all basically hay, corn, whatever it is, the other day. But since then they've basically come out and they've baled it. So I don't know if you can see this, but I think it's going to make a great subject, that. And this light at the moment is really warm and inviting, even though there's a ferocious thunderstorm that's brewing. It's probably about 33 degrees here, so I've got a proper bead on. And unlike in England, it's not the midges over here, it's the mosquitoes. And I tell you what, when I come out, they just rub their hands or their legs together and say dinner time, because I get absolutely peppered. So I'm covered in mosquito repellent to try and keep them off. I'm going to try and get into this field. I don't know who it belongs to, and I don't speak any Polish either, so if I get kicked out, you might not see photographs moving forward. I'm going to be in the back of someone's car in the forest somewhere. But I'm going to try and take a picture of these bales of hay, because they look absolutely stunning in this light. So we'll see how it comes out. But there's so many subjects and compositions around here, and this light, because you've got such a massive open space of land, you can see it's huge. There's so much potential for this light to just keep changing. And I know that the sun sets over there, and the other night, this sunset, I was angry with the wife because we'd gone out for a ride on the bike and we ended up coming here, and this sun, I raced back to the house, got the camera. By the time I came back, the light had just gone. So we'll see, but I'm going to try and get this picture because the light at the moment is absolutely stunning. So I'm in this field, and you can see there's loads of these sort of hay bales that haven't been wrapped in black plastic like we do in the UK. And I've got this little composition here, which I'm basically, I'll just flip the camera around so you can see. So effectively I've got this on manual mode now because I'm going to do a long exposure, and effectively, so I've got timer plugged in, shooting in f11 because I want a decent depth of field, ISO set down at 100 so I get the best image quality possible. And effectively, looking on the app that we talked about in a previous video, it's looking at around 55 seconds to about a minute and 10 second exposure. So what I'll do is I'll take several exposures, say one at 55 seconds, one at 60 seconds, etc., just so that I've got all three then, and I can do what I want. But look at that light, absolutely beautiful. It's a lovely, lovely place, this. If you ever get a chance to come to Poland, this is really untapped, this part of Poland, and it is stunning. So anyway, onwards and upwards. Enough of the Polish tourist announcement, and I'll take this picture. Well, I moved a bit further around now. I'm in the middle of a wide open field, which I don't really want to be stood in, if I'm being honest. But these structures here, they're all over the place in Poland, in this area, and the hunters use them as sort of like lookouts to see where to do counts on the wildlife and things like that. and I think it's a really interesting structure. So I've stuck the wide angle lens on, and I'm going to try and get a composition. I've lost the light at the moment, that's the only problem. These clouds have thickened up, but there is a little bit of definition in the clouds. I'm hoping that maybe we'll get something that's a bit more aggressive in the sky, rather than the beautiful sunset light that we had the other night. But we'll wait and see. So that's what I'm going to try and do now, and I'm going to show you the settings that I've got when I've got the composition lined up. So I just thought I'd quickly show you what I've set up here. Now I think this is one of those photographs that I'm going to come back on another evening if I get a chance while I'm here to take, because I quite like the composition. The sort of lone, you can maybe hear that thunder in the background, it sounds like it's getting closer. The lone sort of lookout tower, and trying to create like a wide sort of vista to its left hand side, just set it off centre. I'm shooting an f8 here because basically it's getting dark and I want that shutter speed to be as fast as I can get it, really, to stop the grass blowing, because there is a bit of a breeze. I'm getting bitten to death by mosquitoes. So I'm going to take this picture, and if it's any good I'll put it up for you now. Well, the rain has now decided it's going to come and throw its hand in the mix, so I've got a feeling that tonight might be done, but I'm definitely going to come out here again when the light gets better. It's just sod's law. You're out, the sunset's absolutely magnificent, sorry mozzies, and you don't have your camera with you. It's like, so angry with myself, because I should have just chucked it in the bag and just took it out, but you live and learn, as they say. But I'm going to go up to the mountains now, well, next couple of days, to a place called Parowa, I think it's called. Forgive the Polish pronunciation, because it's not very good. I've only been with her for 10 years and married for 5, so you know, you'd have thought I'd have picked up a bit more than just being able to ask for a beer, but it's absolutely superb out here. Just wish that light would come out over there. You can see it's trying. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see? No, maybe not. It's trying, it's desperately trying, but the cloud cover's just a bit too thick. So head up to the mountains and see what we can get up there. So here we are in Parowa. Forgive the pronunciation. I don't know how you say it. But this is a national park in Poland, and we're about to go now on a little bit of a stroll. I think it's that way, or that way, I'm not sure, to find this waterfall. So it's a bit touristy. There's quite a lot of people here, but hopefully I've got the ND filters with us, so looking for a little bit of a long exposure if possible. But we'll just have to see what it's like. The river doesn't actually look that full. When I was here last time, it seemed a lot fuller than this, so we'll just have to see what the water's like. But let's get up the hill and see what's there. So we've come a little bit further up now. It's dead touristy here. It's quite hard to get anything without anybody in it. We've got a bit further. We've got this composition here, but to be honest, we've got this twig here which you can't take out, and it's spoiling the shot a little bit. I've got some further down, but there's that many people. I mean, you can probably see everyone's up here just taking photographs and doing bits and bobs. So I don't think it's really the location to get some cracking shots. The problem here as well is that you can't get off the path. Like down there's an old boy with a St Bernard, and if you go off the path he blows his whistle at you because he wants you to have a photograph taken with him and his dog. So I took a couple of pictures while he walked off, so we'll see what they come out like. But all in all, beautiful, but it's not brilliant for photography, I don't think, just because you can't go where you want. It's not like going to the Lake District or the Peak District. You can't walk where you want up here, so we'll see. If the photographs are any good, I'll put them up now so you can have a look. Okay, so I was a bit naughty back there because I just jumped the barrier and basically tried to take a shot where you're not supposed to be, but there's no guy with a whistle, so I thought, well, sack it. I think I've set a bit of a trend off though, because there's quite a few other people now that decided to jump the fence too. So I think that shot looks alright, but it was only a quick one that I managed to take. It's a bit quieter at the top, so we're going to have a little bit walk further up, just see if there's anything else. But it is beautiful here. I mean, I probably did it a disservice in the last comments, because it is beautiful and it's well worth a visit if you come. But you just got to be prepared to break the rules a little bit to get a snap that no one else has got. So a lot of mobile phone photographs being taken up here as well, which is nice. But we'll see. The light seems to keep going behind clouds. You can probably pick it up in the video that it's a bit changeable at the moment. So I am using an ND filter on my camera, and an not 8 stop. It's an ND8. So I think what, 4 stop, 3 stop. I'll correct that in the description. But we'll see. I've got a polarizer on as well to try and clean the water up and get the glare off it. So we'll have a little walk up there now and see where we go. Well, I'm stood quite precariously on a rock in the middle of this lovely river here. You can see it there. I've just composed the shot. I'm absolutely muling here. It's like 33 degrees again and it's threatening thunder, so it's all good fun. But I've set up a shot looking up the river. I'll show you this. If it's any good, I'll put it up. But it's a 10-second exposure, this in manual mode. So I've kept the ISO down at 100. I've had a quick look on my ND filter, what I need with my exposure time. It's coming in at around 10 seconds, so I'll do one at 10 seconds, probably one at 12 and one at 8, just so I've got all three. And then we'll see what we've got. But this national park, although you're not supposed to trespass like we are doing now, it's stunning. It really is. But you've got to get off the path. You can't just walk along the paths like they're telling you to. You've got to get off the paths, get down in the river. And to be fair, loads of people are doing it. So it's obviously the Polish ways. Put a sign up and then everybody just ignores it. So we're here now anyway. I'm hoping the light might just come through this woodland here, because it'd be a beautiful shot this if it does. So we'll see. All good fun. So I'm back from the mountains. Absolutely beautiful there. I think I've got some cracking shots as well, which you'll have seen before that I'll have put up. I'm now going for the 4th time to try and get this hay bale with a sunset. The clouds are broken up, so it looks like you might have a chance. And really, looking at the forecast, this is the only chance I'm going to get now before I end up going back to the UK to get this shot. So we'll wait and see. The trek to the mountains on the bike with the wife was quite eventful. We had 2 deer that ran out in front of us, and then I managed to drop the bike with her on the back of it when we were sat at a set of traffic lights, because she decided that she'd just moved to make herself a little bit more comfortable. So I've got quite an extensive repair bill coming, I think, when I get back, but everything was intact, which was the main thing. So it's only plastic, as they say. So we'll wait and see. I'm hopeful the sun's going to play a ball this evening. The clouds do seem to build late doors here though. It's weird. It seems to have like clear skies all day and the heat just builds up. But we live in hope, and if it comes off, it'll be a great shot. I'm sure it will, but who knows? We'll wait and see. So I'll crack on with this little walk now, and I'll see you in the field. Okay, so I haven't made it back to the UK, unfortunately, because the coronavirus has now meant that the UK government have imposed a 2-week quarantine for anybody coming back from France. So I can't do a 2-week quarantine when I get back to the UK, so instead I'm going to have to fly back from Poland with the family on Wednesday. So by the time you'll see this, I'll be back in the UK. But there's clear skies tonight, and it looks as promising as it did that first night that I saw the sun. So I'm hopeful, and I know I've said this in every clip I've done, but tonight conditions do look much better for the sunset that I'm desperately trying to take with these hay bales. I actually had a conversation with the old couple that have the house next door last night, and because I came to try and do it again, obviously, and they were really nice, and they were telling me how long they'd lived in the house and all the rest of it, and they own the field, so they actually know what I'm doing now. I think they probably thought it was a bit weird that some strange bearded man was turning up for the night after night after night with his camera and his tripod. So I'm glad that I've spoken to them, and hopefully now we're on for this sunset. So I think I've probably got about 35-40 minutes. I know what the composition is because I've already been down here about 5 times, so there's no reason to not get the composition right. Just need the conditions with the light. So hopefully, if I flip you around here, you'll see the sun is now quite bright, but you can see that golden light on the trees there, hopefully. And I'm hoping that we're going to get that purpley, orangey, red, hazy sun that we got the other night. It's still red out here. and I'm covered in mosquito repellent yet again, with a hope that the little fellas don't absolutely do a number on me again. So we'll see, fingers crossed, and let's see what we get. So I'm back in the field for well, it's actually the 6th time this, because I came down last night before I left and didn't get a shot. So literally this is the 6th time that I've been here, but it does look promising this evening. There's some beautiful golden light on the on these bloody mozzies on the hay. So I'm going to take a few shots before this just dips down, and then I'm hopeful I'm going to get this beautiful sunset. So we'll wait and see. If I don't get eaten alive before. It's took some doing this, but if it comes off, it'd be well worth it. So I'm going to get set up now, and I'll show you the settings again of what I'm going to try and do. Because one thing that I did forget to do the other time was down here was I didn't bracket the shot, and I thought when I get it back into the UK into Lightroom, I was worried that maybe I might have blown the highlights out. So tonight I'm definitely going to take some bracketed shots as well. So we'll wait and see. I'm going to get set up now anyway, and we'll see how we go. So it was good. It wasn't quite as magical as that first night, but I think I've got some good shots there, so I'll put them up now for you. I mean, you can see, look at this. I don't know if you can pick it up on the mobile, probably not, but it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Had a great time in Poland, absolutely superb. If you ever get the chance to come, well worth the trip. Only 2 hours on the plane. So videos will be in the UK from now on. Get back on Wednesday, so by the time you see this I'll already be back. But until next time, don't forget to subscribe if you like the content. Until next time, na zdrowie and do widzenia. Wow, super.